Hey, how's it going? So fairly recently, yeah, actually, really recently, this whole thing with what's her face, zombie unicorn kind of took off with and I found it interesting, but didn't really make much difference or matter. But the more I've thought about it, and then I did some more looking into it to see exactly everything was about, because sometimes you can't just take one person's word, and I guess she, which it's hard to deny, she posted a video saying something about Booth Babes being wrong for 2019, and it was just a bunch of dancers, and she got a lot of negative input from that. And I started to kind of at least poke around on her Twitter to see what was going going around, and she replied to a tweet. And now here's the thing: no one should be giving her crap, even if you disagree with her. Leave her alone. You don't go out of your way to tell her that you think she's wrong, because and it's a really big problem nowadays, because everyone seemingly anymore has this narcissistic outlook on life, that they are so important that they have to not just give their opinion, because I'll give my opinion, and I'm probably actually going to do that, but the other person has to know that they disagree with them. They have to know, because it's not enough to have a differing opinion and then to tell other people, oh, I have a different opinion, this is what I think, so on and so forth. No, they have to know that you disagree, as if you are so important and the center of the world that your disagreement has to be on the record. And it's just one of those things. And see, what I think is wrong and what she did, it's stupid. I hate these people, I really do. I hate people who feel like everything has to be a problem. Not everything's a problem. I mean, here's the reality of it. Whether you like Booth Babes or not, or whether you think they're right or wrong, um, sex sells. It does. It just does, and it always will. You're never going to change the inner workings of the human mind, that straight men are going to see an attractive woman in a booth and think, wow. And then it turns into a situation of, when a lot of guys are just dumb enough to think, if she endorses that product because she's there promoting it, that must mean that that's a good product. Because if a woman like her would endorse it, then, I mean, I'm sold. Because if I buy that, then I'm in the same category as her. People are really that stupid. So she says all this, and somebody on Twitter said a comment that she's literally blocking anyone who gives her any legit criticism, uh, just because she won't accept the fact that she made a small mistake. Just own up to it, and you wouldn't be getting all this hate sent your way. That's what someone said. And she says, so then she says, LOL, no, I'm just blocking sexist trolls and people spreading lies. Even one of the dancers understood my argument and agreed when she saw what I actually said instead of the lies being spread by trolls. But go off with your fake outrage. Facepalm emoji, LMAO. I think it's a facepalm emoji. Either way, I don't care. Um, I'm not really sure it's even fake outrage. It's just people saying, or in this case, it's someone saying she's blocking people who are criticizing her. And I wouldn't even say people are outraged. I'd say people are just like, that's a dumb thing to say. There's nothing wrong with Booth Babes or the male equivalent, because well, it's a logical selling standpoint. It's a logical way to get attention. If you got, like last time I was at an auto show, it was a long time ago, there were models on the cars, and there's a lot of people. It's a good way to get attention. It's a good way to get people to stop and look at your car, especially if your car is kind of generic, when across the way you have a Lamborghini literally sitting right there. Yeah, a model's going to make your car stand out, or in this case, your booth stand out. So I don't necessarily see the problem with booth babes, because no one's forcing them to do the job. No one's holding a gun to their head. No one's saying you can't do this. Some people actually uh, don't mind it. She, Unicorn, might be surprised to know that some people out there, they don't mind putting themselves in a situation where they could be objectified, because it just doesn't matter to them. In the grand scheme of priorities in their life, being objectified is really low. And some of them might actually enjoy it. Some people might feel like it's complimentary. Not complimentary, a compliment. See, words, they're tough. Um, so, yeah, it's kind of stupid. I mean, think about it like this: objectification across the genders, male and female. You got Chippendales, you got strippers, you got booth babes, you got supermodels and underwear models for both male and females, and swimsuit models, and every other form of fucking model that there is, right? And then you have well, I already said strippers, didn't I? And mattress actresses, and they don't care about being objectified, male or female. It just doesn't matter, because some people don't look at the world in such a looking for problems mindset. Like, oh my, something's got to be wrong. There's problems, and we must, because it just doesn't matter. Okay. Posting the video was stupid, primarily because it kind of makes her a hypocrite. I guess on Twitch, Twitch, she has like members only streams where she will, where if you pay to see it, of course, she'll paint herself naked, wearing, pulling like a Lana Kane, pasties, stickers over her nips. Yeah, and she'll paint herself, and that's considered art. So she can, I would assume, a bunch of white knights or kids who can't get to P-Hub because their parents got it under parental lock. So, because here's the thing, when I was a kid, I was like a nudity bloodhound, okay? I'm telling you, I could sniff it out. I could find it. Even where you wouldn't expect it to be found, I could find it. And I would assume I wasn't the only guy like that, and I would assume that still happens today, and kids today realize, hey, Twitch. Hey, Mom, Dad, Twitch, it's a gaming website. Oh, okay, here's a credit card, no big deal. Right, and then the kid's off watching this chick paint herself, because that's as close as the kid may get, and that's a reality of it. So it kind of makes her a hypocrite, because she's willing to put herself out there and make money off of it, and that's okay. But if other people are doing it, then it's wrong. And these people aren't even mostly naked. But the point is, yeah, what she did was hypocritical. It's very much like pontificating, looking for a reason to be upset, like everyone else does in the world nowadays. There's always something that we got to be angry about. And if it's nothing in my life I got to be angry about, then I got to go be angry about something that doesn't even concern me, because I'll stand up for these people, because I'm not smart enough to realize that standing up for other people who just don't care is really, really, really condescending. Like, they're not smart enough to know that they're quote unquote being slighted. Yeah, maybe they are smart enough to know, they just don't care. Because the way they're being slighted isn't a major thing. It's not something that they care about. But that has nothing to do with this. It's just a rant for a different day, huh? I don't know. I think if as long as you're getting naked, or mostly naked, I should say, to make money and painting yourself, while white knights and probably kids who can't get to P-Hub pay to watch that, I would say you probably, or anybody in that situation, not just her, but anyone in that type of situation, really has no right throwing stones at other people. No one's forcing this individual to do that. No one's forcing those girls to get up on stage and dance in potentially revealing clothes. And they can always say no. I'm not going to do it, and then they just don't have the job. And no one forces, at least I would say here in the U.S., no one forces. Actually, I'll make this statement because it's pretty blanket. No one forces the big name mattress actresses to do anything. They can always say no. No one forces a stripper to. Well, I can't say that because, I mean, I would assume there's some pretty low class strip clubs out there where the boss is kind of like ruling with the iron fist. But as a rule, I would say no one forces someone to go into a strip club and take that job. And no one says that you can't, quit any of these jobs or just not do it. It's a free society. It's just people just don't care about the little things. They don't care, oh, well, I'm up here being objectified. It's not right for. You're never going to change the human mind. Straight men are going to objectify women, and straight women are going to objectify men, and vice versa for every other type of sexual orientation, so on and so forth. People are always going to objectify and have dirty thoughts about the other group that they are attracted to. And that's reality, okay? And it doesn't matter if it's 2019 or 2090. It just doesn't matter. The human mind is the human mind, and that's just who we are. It's as a species. And wishing and hoping that we would be a better species isn't going to make us a better species. It's not going to change the fact that we are who we are as a whole, as a species, male, female, whatever. We are who we are. I do so. Yeah, I think unicorn. Everyone should just leave her alone. And I'm not. I haven't heard of her before this, and I probably am not going to look into her beyond this. But so it's not like, oh, white knight. No, those guys are idiots. And if you're a white knight, stop it. Stop it right now. That you're not helping yourself. You're just hurting yourself. Okay, don't do that. No. Just leave her alone though. She, our opinion, your opinion, my opinion, anyone else's opinion. It could be you could be a big name on YouTube, you could be a big little name on YouTube, you could be a celebrity. Your opinion doesn't really matter. Everyone has this narcissistic thought with social media and likes and stuff. They get the idea that their opinion makes a difference. It doesn't. It's just your opinion. And people are always going to have differing opinions. That's the way the world works. So I would say leave her alone. It's just how it goes. Anyway, I'm done talking about this. I just thought it was kind of an interesting situation going down in the world right now. A gaming-ish community thing. I mean, I'm not really sure if she games. Like I said, I never heard of her before this. I just didn't care. I mean, when I looked into it, she was part of this bully hunter crap, which is a whole nother line for people trying to clean up the internet to make it this, I think the word I want is altruistic, place. Yeah, that'll never happen. Because cleaning up the internet would change human behavior, and by nature, a lot of people are just dicks. Okay, and you're just not going to change it. Sorry, it's just the way it works. But I'm done. Later.